Let's say that you have an F80 M3 and you have been struggling to keep the wheels clean. Well, let me introduce you to your new best friend, Rim EVO. This wheel-specific ceramic coating is easy to apply and the results can last up to 18 months. The next time you clean the grime and dust off your wheels, it will literally rinse right off. This is the new Rim EVO and let's talk about it. Let's go over what comes in one package of a Rim EVO. First, we have the coating itself. It comes in a glass 30 ml bottle, and this should be more than enough to do at least one set of wheels. You can see here that we actually already did a set with this bottle, and you can see how much we used. Now, if you use an entire bottle on a set of wheels, either they're 30s and huge, or you might be overusing the product, so take that into consideration. Then we have the actual suede applicators. This is gonna be what you use to drip the product on, and these are what you wipe on the wheel. Now it comes with a numerous amount of them to ensure that you don't run out during the application process. We have the foam block, and this is actually gonna be the EVO version from GYEON. It has nice slots on the side that you can put the suedes onto so you don't have to pinch it and hold it. And it has this nice foam on the bottom. Now the main spot you're gonna be using this one is gonna be in the barrels of a wheel. The idea behind this is to level it and flatten it to ensure that there's an even amount of coating on the surface. It doesn't really make sense to use these on the spokes unless they're very flat. And last but not least, we have the instruction manual. This is gonna be your guidebook to ensure that the coating is applied properly and you get the absolute best results. In addition to these items here, I'm going to recommend two different towels, a bald wipe and a soft wipe from GYEON. One is a low pile towel and one is a high pile towel. This is essentially going to be two steps that are very important in the application process that we'll go over in a second. But also you want to make sure you have a good degreaser. This is Prep from GYEON. It's very well known in the detailing industry. And the idea behind the degreaser is that you want to do this and wipe the wheels down with a soft towel right before you put the coating on to ensure that there's no oils or contaminants on the surface and that the coating is bonding directly to the wheel's finish. This is another important step that will ensure maximum results. To start the application process off, you obviously need to clean your wheels. Now, if they're used or maybe freshly mounted, you should give them a proper clean. Now, they're gonna be dirty if they just came off the car, obviously, but also you wanna take into consideration the tire lubricant that a lot of tire shops will use when mounting tires. So just ensure that there's not a ton of that on the surface, and if there is, give them a good wash. If your wheels are brand new, fresh out of the box, you should be good to go straight to the degreaser step, but it doesn't hurt to be cautious and give them a proper wash anyways. After they are dry, grab Prep and a clean microfiber towel and wipe the whole surface down. This is a very important step because you want Rim to bond directly to the surface with no contaminants in between. Open up the coating bottle and let's start the fun part. Drip a moderate amount of product on one of the suedes, then move over to your wheel. Select a working area. You don't want to apply the coating to the entire wheel in one step. Depending on the size of the wheel, you can do the whole face if they're smaller, but split them up into sections if they are bigger wheels. Wipe the coating on while focusing on an even application, but don't forget any of the corners of your spokes. Once you have covered the whole working area, grab your low pile towel and remove the excess coating. This will remove roughly 80% of the extra coating, then use the high pile towel to remove the rest. Move on to the next working areas to complete the entire wheel, and don't forget the back of the spokes. After the application is done, you want to wait at least 12 hours and ideally a day before putting them on your car. Now I know this is difficult to wait that long, but you want to make sure that the initial curing process with the coating is complete and that you don't want to maybe cause any issues on it when you're putting them on the car, because during the installation process, there's a chance of getting chemicals on them. So it's just a preventative thing to make sure that your results are crispy. Now, also, you don't want to wash them for at least a week. We like to err on the side of caution and make that 2 weeks. Rim EVO is heat resistant above 1400 degrees Fahrenheit. What that means is as you are aggressively driving your car, as one does, the actual heat that radiates from your brakes onto your wheels and it cycles cold and hot and cold and hot This will have no negative side effects to the longevity of the coating. Also, Rim EVO is safe for all types of wheel finishes, whether they're painted or polished metal. This is going to be something that is really nice to have on your wheels and you won't regret the process. If you have any questions about Rim EVO or the process shown in this video today, feel free to reach out to our website or social media channels. Also, if you like detailing content in general, consider subscribing. Catch you all later.